Revolver shotguns are a fascinating hybrid that combine the iconic look and mechanics of a revolver with the versatility and firepower of a shotgun. Today we're going to explore the best revolver shotguns available, diving into what makes them stand out, their practical uses, and why they've gained such a loyal following. But before we jump in, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you're into firearms content like this. Alright, let's break it down. Here are the best revolver shotguns you need to know about. Back about a decade ago when Rossi brought out its 410 Circuit Judge carbine, it really turned me on. Like the Revolver, it's a 5-shot that uses 45 Colt and 410 gauge shot shells. The build is the standard double single-action swing-out cylinder of a modern wheel gun design, though carbonized with an 18.5-inch barrel and topped with adjustable fiber optic sights and Weaver sight rails are installed to allow the use of optics. The stocks are hardwood with an unusual but comfortable pistol grip on the shoulder stock. The trigger offers a heavy and long double-action pull around 10 to 12 pounds or more in tests, but switches to a crisp and light single action at about 5 pounds. Recoil is milder than anticipated from 410 Magnum loads, aided by the 5.5-pound weight. Today, the odds are good you can find a good used model with a matching spare cylinder for somewhere around $600. Price, of course, varies by condition and seller's mood. They're fun and have achieved the kind of popularity that may force the company to consider resurrecting the model. All right, folks, let's shift gears and look at a revolver shotgun that feels like it escaped straight out of a Borderlands concept book. This Turkish import comes with range of barrel lengths, anywhere from 12.5 all the way up to 28 inches. No matter which one you go with, they're threaded for interchangeable chokes, so you can actually tune it for whatever role you've got in mind. It's chambered in 3-inch 410, feeding from a 5-round cylinder. Some variants can also run 45 Colt, giving you a little pistol caliber flexibility on top of the shotgun vibes. The gun is built with a 70-75 grade aluminum alloy receiver. Up top, you've got flip-up iron sights, plus a full-length flat-top Picatinny rail, allowing complete customization with optics and other accessories. The handguard features a pick rail on the bottom for grips and lights, and M-lock slots on the sides for even more customization. The synthetic stock has an adjustable length of pull, an adjustable cheek rest, and a textured pistol grip, so it actually feels good in the hands instead of just looking cool on camera. At around 8 pounds, it's pretty manageable and doesn't kick like an angry mule. And yeah, I know 410 doesn't sound intimidating if you're used to a 12 gauge, but don't sleep on it. 410 slugs can pack more muzzle energy than a standard .357 Magnum, which is nothing to shrug off. The YNG Arms TR410 comes with an MSRP of about $599, and honestly, for something this weird, modular, and video game coded, that's not bad at all. We all know that sound when a typical 12-gauge pump-action shotgun takes a round from the magazine tube and shoves it into the chamber. For some folks, it means freedom. For others, it instills apprehension, which may not be a bad thing. That sound is completely absent with the 612 modular shotgun. Loaded from a removable 6-round cylinder, this weapon system works off a pull of the trigger rather than the shooter cycling a typical 4-end back and forth. The initial design and input came from years of collaboration with military, law enforcement, and shooters throughout the world who felt a need for this modular-type weapon. What they ended up creating is a highly compact system that's able to be mounted to a rifle or configured as a standalone full-length shotgun, a compact breaching gun, or even as a fully integrated suppressed weapon system. Once in front of the end user, the shotgun can be used for anything from blowing open doors to hunting to home defense, though we guess the majority of sales will be to guys who need to get into a building quickly. Getting into the core of the weapon and the design behind the 612, the designers wanted a gun that was compact, reliable, and modular. This led to the use of a revolver action that allows the overall gun to be very short. There's no bolt that has to travel rearward and take up space behind the round, and reliability is aided by the action being purely mechanical and not reliant on either a gas system or the user to shuck the fore-end. Unlike in a typical handgun, the cylinder is removable so the user can reload very quickly. This also allows rapid switching between different types of rounds for whatever environment the user finds themselves in. Should the shooter need one round for door breaching and another for a vehicle assault, it's as simple as swapping the cylinders via an undermount lever that's at the bottom of the weapon. The manufacturer offers 3 versions of the weapon system. The first is a compact standalone breaching shotgun, the second an underbarrel addition to a carbine, and the third is a bullpup, which can be configured as an integrally suppressed variant through the addition of a dedicated can. If you had the 612 modular shotgun, which version would you choose? The standalone breaching shotgun, the underbarrel carbine edition, or the integrally suppressed bullpup? Let us know in the comments. Born on the dusty streets of African Revolution as the Armsel Striker, this 12-gauge shotgun found its way to the U.S. market through some fairly sketchy people involved in espionage, drug dealing, and tax evasion. The gun features a unique revolver-like cylinder drum, giving it a rather high capacity for the time at 12 rounds. Unlike traditional revolvers, which rotate their cylinder mechanically as the trigger's pulled, the Striker's drum rotates after the trigger's released. As the trigger resets, a tension spring in the cylinder housing is briefly allowed to rotate the cylinder to the next position. The ATF declared the Striker shotgun destructive devices in 1994 due to a lack of sporting purpose. Striker shotguns can be found for sale in Rock Island Auction Company's premier and sporting and collector auctions throughout the year. Despite the design and questionable purpose, the Striker is a gun that brings equal parts of a mercenary past, the drug war of the 80s, and era of illegality and danger that a collector can appreciate. As a shotgun nerd, I embrace designs that try something different, and the SRM-1216 might be the most different a shotgun can be. At only 33 inches long, the SRM-1216 provides a shotgun that's plenty capable for home defense. It's 6 inches shorter than a Mossberg 500 with an 18.5-inch barrel. The controls on the 1216 are fully reversible to accommodate right and left-handed shooters. These include the bolt handle, bolt stop, ejector plate, and safety lever, as well as the front sling plate. A 6-inch 3-way Picatinny rail atop the upper receiver provides an accessory mounting platform for 12, 3, and 9 o'clock positioning, while a separate 1.5-inch rail located 4 inches from the muzzle offers an attachment point for an aftermarket front sight. Featuring SRM's quad-tube revolving magazine, which the operator can manually rotate with the flip of a switch, the 1216 offers 16 rounds of easily reloadable power. The tubes each hold 4 rounds of 2 3/4 or 3-inch shells. The magazine can be dropped and replaced with a loaded one almost instantly, eliminating the reloading issues that plague some of the tactical shotguns on the market. 16 rounds of 12-gauge give you more than enough ammo to deal with the home defense threat. That's a lot of firepower, and if that's not enough, a second magazine surely will be. The elephant in the room is this bullpup shotgun. Not in length, as it's merely 2 inches longer than a Mossberg Shockwave, but in its overall bulk. Nonetheless, the TS12 proves surprisingly manageable and rewards users who adapt to its dimensions. This gas-operated semi-automatic 12-gauge boasts impressive firepower, offering a capacity of 15 plus 1 shells with its 3-tube rotating magazine. Unfortunately, tube rotation is manual and may require some practice to master. IWI's design makes for a true fighting shotgun, boasting ease of maneuverability and relatively comfortable operation. Particularly helpful is a reversible charging handle that's easily accessible and adaptable to your dominant hand or shooting style. Other noteworthy features include a 3-inch chamber, M-LOK compatible rails, compatibility with Benelli chokes, and a crossbolt safety. Remarkably light for its size at a mere 8 pounds thanks to a polymer chassis, you might expect more recoil from the 18.5-inch barreled bullpup, but the gas operation keeps the gun rather tame. Don't be deterred by its size. The TS12 is a top-of-the-line defender and one of the finest bullpup shotguns available. What do you think of this 5-shot 410 caliber revolver shotgun? It weighs 7.3 pounds, but there are also lighter versions with a different barrel length. For example, for the Canadian markets, they made a version of the same caliber with an overall length of only 24 inches and a weight of about 4.4 pounds. It even fits in a backpack. In addition, at the exhibitions, they presented many models with different upgrades, such as an improved ventilated rib. There's also information about versions with rifled barrels. The price of the Sulun SR-410 shortened Canadian version is $700. All right, that wraps up our look at the best revolver shotguns out there, but we want to hear from you too. Have you ever fired a revolver shotgun? Or is there a particular model you're curious about? Share your experiences, questions, or favorite picks in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more in-depth guides and reviews on all things firearms.